So we are fishing. So while I'm here waiting, I'm gonna do a little blog on a rig that I use quite a lot. So let's tighten that up so it doesn't move. That's really. If I move that back, I'll move me tape. So you can get the gist. So let's lock this into place. Now I'm happy with that little spot there. So about that. Right, so I'm gonna have to move it anyway. So easy. So how are we doing? So I'm gonna show you how to make one of well, my most favourite rig basically. So let me just nudge that camera up a little bit. I know everything's definitely right. So I'm using some skinlink in £20. It's Kevlar coated. It's nice. It is really nice. So I take about a foot to start with, you know. So as I'm at Nash's Royston, obviously I'm not going to be fishing with these rigs here due to the simple fact that it's a barbless lake, and all I've got to make a rig out of at the moment is that flota claw. So I'm making a slip D rig today. So I will be putting a few more up of so I'm using a floater claw. I always use a floater claw. Well, I prefer the floater claw than the actual claw hook itself. So basically I thread it through that way. I'll make the loop. I thread that piece back through just for now. So you're left with a bow and the hook. So a lot of people will use a swivel. I like using a bait screw, but you can either use obviously a small bait screw, but I like to use the 21mm Nash bait screws. They come with a little swivel on and stuff, but I've run out of them once, so I just got a normal 21mm bait screw. So you literally thread that onto that loop, and then get the hook like a multi-rig kind of style, and slip it round. So with these, which is pretty good, you can actually quite judge it, quite sharp as well. So you can get it bang on, if you know what I mean. So I use it to the first curve on the hook. So that sits there basically. So I like to give it 4, max 6 turns. So There's your 6 turns. So it can be a pain in the bottom to get it through. So I get me scissors. So they've got quite a good little pointy end on, you see. I would normally use a baiting needle, but it's in there somewhere. So I take out that tag end basically, and I give them a little snip it off. So then you take back through. Basically it's got enough room now, and where that's been there, it's bedded the other piece down. So that is practically your slip D rig. Yeah. So you can also, I don't think I've got any black ones. So anyway, these AAA, they're like an egg shot, yeah. So these ones are actually in gravel brown. So you can get them in black. So you'd get your stripper tool, and you'd strip a little bit of the coating, and you can get your little shot. Open him out. Just open one of them rods will scream off. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it, eh? I won't pinch it on there properly. So you get the gist of it. So once the coating's broken, basically, you can screw a 15mm pop-up on, and that mechanics will hold that 15mm pop-up exactly like that. So not only is it a bottom bait rig, you can actually use it for a pop-up. So yeah, back off. So then basically with that, I literally just do a loop. And that is practically the rig. You could put putty on there if you wanted to. You could put a couple of sinkers. Myself, I do just prefer fishing it just like that. That is my ultimate preferred way to fish the slip D. Obviously you're going to cut these tag ends off. So that is my perfect slip D rig. So then obviously you can take like 15mm hook bait, screw it on the bait. Let's see what I've got in here. Take one of them. Basically thread that all the way on there, and then it will just literally tip out the top. Just nip a little to hit piece. 12mm. So that's a 15mm hook bait and a 12mm straight out of the pot, how you like them. That is lethal. I mean, every time that will just bang, every time, every single time. Ouch, that's sharp. So, next thing to do, little anti-tangle sleeve on there just before you put it on the rig. But like I said, I'm not going to be using this rig here because it's barbed. You're only allowed to use barbless here. So I am just literally sitting there making this for the purpose of you guys. So I hope that's been helpful, and stay tuned. I will make more. Don't forget also, you don't have to use the claw. You can use a long shank as well, which is the hook hold on it is absolutely immense. So yes, you've got longer for the D. Actually, 1 second, one nanosecond. So here you go. So here's another one, exactly the same skinlink hook material, 21mm bait screw, as you can see, and a long shank hook. So the D on this one is a lot. So you can see how much, when a fish is trying to suck and blow, once that's blown out, you can't suck it back in to get the pressure to de-hook. And well, one just topped out there. Absolutely lovely. So that's with the long shank. That is with the flota claw. Slip D's. Exactly the same kind of rig. Ouch. Very sharp, and I mean very sharp. Pinpoint hooks by Nash. Get on the going rig. The Slip D. Snowman style. This is Kingfisher Lake. Down there. Got Daphne and Daphnina. A couple of ducks at the lake. That's just the split bit there. Kingfisher Lake. Crooks. This one's called Smithy's. Really nice. Couple of daffs growing up, look lovely. Absolutely lovely couple of daffs. Look. So, that's the bowl end of Kingfisher Lake. If you've not seen it before. So we're just down up there. Because the rest of the lake, Wood Lake. Oh, they're diving on me bait, that's what they're doing. It was the ducks up there. There's them diving down on me bait. It wasn't a fish topping. So. I hope they were quite helpful for you, them rigs. So, nice one, thank you. And don't forget, Cee-Jay.